What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to Minnesota Fishing Brothers. And I just want to say a quick thank you to all the people who've recently subscribed. We're currently sitting at 273 subscribers, so big thank you to all the new people on the channel. And welcome. Hope you like the new content. Thanks for motivating me to actually make some videos. But in today's video, we're going to be going over my tip-up setup and how I rig them. This isn't going to be how to set a tip-up or any of that basic stuff. I'm going to assume you already know this. This is just going to be how we personally rig our tip-ups. So let's get into it. Obviously you can see we got some products here. These are going to be what we're going to use to make our rigs on our tip-ups. So grab my trusty old tip-up bucket, and this is just our thermal insulated tip-ups. This is what we use all the time when we go ice fishing. Right here, we obviously run those Finicky Foolers as well. Those are going to be new for this year. Big shout out to the owner of Finicky Fooler. He saw our review of them and actually sent us a couple of these super nice Finicky Fooler hole covers. So big thanks to him. If you haven't checked out those Finicky Foolers, they'll be linked right below our Instagram in the description. Just a great product and definitely something you want to check out if you're a fan of tip-ups and rod holder tip-ups. I think I'm a fan of them. We'll let you know when we get some actual use on the ice, but yeah, definitely check those out if you're looking for an alternative to a rod holder tip-up or a normal tip-up. So let's start off with how we rig these. So a couple things you're going to need to do it our way. Some barrel swivels. You don't need anything huge, just some normal barrel swivels. 20-pound fluorocarbon. Anything works. We got a couple ones here, some Seaguar and then some Berkley Vanish. And then you're going to want some fairly quality hooks. We run these hybrid trebles from VMC, mostly because they're a nice short shank. There's nothing flu about them. They have a nice curve to the shank right there, a nice curve to that shank on there, but short shanked hooks. And yeah, so you're going to want to take your barrel swivel. You don't need anything crazy as far as weight. I mentioned these were 50-pound barrel swivels, so nothing crazy, but you're going to want some barrel swivels. Get one of your barrel swivels out. The reason we use the barrel swivels is just to reduce the amount of line twists that you get, and tie your barrel swivel to your main tip-up Dacron. Once you have it tied on, just trim that tag in. You don't want to go too close. You want to leave a little room for stretch. So cut that off. And then what you're going to want to do, take your fluorocarbon, peel yourself off a good 4 foot of it. And you're just going to tie that to the other end of your barrel swivel right there. And again, just to reduce those line twists. Once you have that, you're going to want to take your hook and tie your preferred loop knot in it, just like this. Whatever loop knot you want to tie, I just tie a simple overhand loop knot in the line. It's all you need. I've caught a lot of big fish on it and never had a problem with just an overhand loop knot. Alright, and there you are. Your rig is done. Incredibly simple. Now, this rig does come with a big disclaimer. If you are fishing in an area where you catch a lot of pike and almost no bass, this may not be the best rig for you. I will admit that. I have lost pike on this rig. If you don't hit them quickly, you can lose pike. I also have caught a lot of pike on this rig. This is mainly a little bit more for your bass and other species like that. However, it does work just fine for pike. It also works when the bite is tough. You'll notice I did not put any kind of split shot or weight on there. That is by intention. I have not had an issue with your minnows not wanting to swim down. If you're having a big issue with that, go with the lightest split shot you could possibly use. Why? I cannot tell you how many times I have been sitting watching my camera. I'll have my minnow down there. A pike will come up to it. They'll look at it. The minnow will start swimming away. They'll follow it. It'll come to that split shot. The weights here. The minnow will swim, stop, and the pike goes, whoa. No, that's not natural. Shouldn't be doing that. It's the same reason that I'm straying away from quick strike rigs. Quick strike rigs, I've found reduce your fish catching by so much because it weights that minnow down. It doesn't allow them to swim. So yes, you might lose a few more fish with this fluorocarbon rig, but again, another thing you can do is use a wire rig instead of fluoro if you're catching a lot of pike. But this rig with a single hook is one of the best things I've found. You catch a lot more fish on this rig just because it's so sleek. And if you're gonna go with a quick strike rig, go with something without a bunch of blades and dangly bits and has a good flexible wire that keeps that minnow alive. This, just one hook in the back, I tell you, and that loop knot, that minnow is swimming pretty free. And there's nothing that fish likes more than seeing that minnow swimming free instead of tangled up in a bunch of wire. So this is how we rig our tip-ups. We use the same exact rig for our finicky foolers, which, by the way, just got a new one. I'll open that one on camera for you guys real quickly. But if you guys don't know, these are a rod holder tip-up, similar to an iFish Pro. In my opinion, I'm liking it a little bit more because this is a little bit less money for an iFish Pro, and you get two features built into this. If you want to see a video where I review this, that will be linked up there right now. But this is also a hook setting device. I just picked one of these up today, and I just wanted to mention a little feature which the owner mentioned to you, or mentioned to me. I'll show you that right now. Here's the little feature he mentioned. One of the things that I saw when I did the video was it was a little tough to attach a blue tips or any kind of tip-up light to this flag, being that it's so thin. So he mentioned get yourself a couple little pieces of shrink tubing from any hardware store, or even gas station carries them, and all you need to do is just take it, slide it onto your flag at your desired length, take out your lighter, and then all you have to do is just shrink the heat shrink to your tip-up flag, just like so. Perfect. Now I'm gonna let it cool for a second, and I will put that on there and get back to you guys. All right, now that it's cooled down, all we have to do is just snap it in there like you would any other tip-up, and it works fine. So thanks for the tip on that one, and it works good now. Just get yourself some heat shrink and she'll work. But anyhow, enough about the finicky fooler. Yeah, that pretty much does it for our video on rigging your tip-ups. Again, that fluorocarbon, that barrel swivel, and that nice treble hook there. Give it a shot. Tell me what you guys think. I definitely had plenty of success on it last year, so definitely going to be using it some more this year. Other than that, if you could like the video, subscribe to our channel, follow us on Instagram, that would be great. More videos to come, and there's a chance we might be getting on the ice soon coming up, but we will see. Stay tuned for updates on that. Other than that, hope you guys have a great rest of your day and a wonderful ice season.